And coming up, it's the 49ers sure-handed tight end, author of an 11.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On the double.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Walker has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post. defense. That was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 18 yards. First down, Niners. Looking to throw. Harrell. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Harrell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barrett. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Caught on the slant. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
He's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games. And
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it. For big nickel, they just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Harrell. Touchdown 49ers. Great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle they go. Easily. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll look to throw for it on third and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on third and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw. Harrell. He finds McCoy. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Harrell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Harrell going it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 173 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal. And some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Mitchell finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Looking to throw. Carroll. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down now. Easily, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Harrell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Looking to throw. Harrell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Harrell. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to set up his blockers. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch. holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw. Scott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw into 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Harrell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Harrell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 13 carries, 69 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Scott. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Scott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Taken at the goal line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed? He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action. Harrell. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harrell buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
7-7, our score after. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Scott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Scott. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Scott now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He'll field this at the 5. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Harrell under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Harrell dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky, because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back to throw. Harrell, the quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw is Scott. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Scott on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now Scott on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we sit, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Harrell. He finds McCoy. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown 49ers! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Scott. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to work. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Brought down at the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They run it with Hall off the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Scott eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrell, he finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw. Harrell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run with Hall, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to pound it in with Andrews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Ends in that formation, that's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
He finds his man, complete. That's McCoy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrell.
He still makes the catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Niners are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Scott to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Scott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McKinney. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is... push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 8, a little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. He's going to let it fly.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over first down
Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a wet
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, it's the 49ers superstar tight end. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 57 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good. And it's a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, just shy of 140 yards and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. On 1st and 10, Harrell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep with the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 25. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. We are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harrell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drop?
What up, fellas?
I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, they end with a turnover. That's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll keep arguing. I can trade
16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful
I
is
can get
not
a
just
shooter
the blocking at the point
off
of
the
attack,
bench.
but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is.
No, give me a shooter. You don't got to be a starter, but just give me somebody that can shoot a jump shot off the bench.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I'll take the dude from Toronto.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs.
We had McDermott
near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I'll take him, though. You can shoot.
Back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Yo.
We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Hey, you got to watch episode 2.
Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
They explain the ball. It gets more in depth. Episode 2 said a lot. But yeah, you can wait.
He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd down.
But I'll get a shooter.
They need the 27-yard line for
I'll trade Obi right now.
Here's Lawrence.
I'll do set for Obi. I'll do set for Obi.
Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And wasn't he on that with him?
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6th there, but you take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3.
Dante who? Murray?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up
I was
shop
about
at
to
the
say,
23-yard line.
I didn't hear that.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's
thinking
no
about, these from the Hawks.
Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work.
Yeah.
Now, they've got to build a
That's what I
turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their stretch to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he takes some dance.
I'll take, what's that dude's name from Toronto? Ogunjobi? I'll take him. Toronto.
Here comes the 49ers punter.
They said the Knicks was talking to them too about him.
This afternoon.
He's versatile in defense. He can play multiple positions.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
You got to give up. You definitely got to let Obi.
From that position,
Yo, Obi, one way or another, he's going in any pack. Any of these plays.
Miami set to take over. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak,
he better shoot than RJ.
How do you think these two teams?
His defense is better than RJ.
And I think that
his defense is better. His defense is better.
The game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview.
I mean,
I know outwardly teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game.
We just need to shoot. I just need to
internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
That one covers 24.
I like RJ.
It's a first
Hell yeah. Just can't shoot, man.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here, hauled in. He's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Nah, he can't play defense.
On second down.
I'm just saying.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
JB!
Drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
RJ and Obi. And a pick.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He could play with Brunson. But JB, you got But JB, I don't think the executives. I don't think the executives is thinking. I don't think the executives now are thinking 4 years from now. They're trying to get a chip now. Or get close to title contention. Get close. Get close.
If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now, what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
I'll take Paul George over R.J. Barrett. I'll take Harden over R.J. I'll take Harden over R.J. Barrett. I like RJ, but he can't fucking shoot, yo. You a shooting guard shooting harder to shoot.
Incomplete. So we reach halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we go up to Orlando now.
You know why, JB? They're not thinking. I don't think the Knicks is thinking 4 years. They thinking
Take
chip.
it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone.
I know they're not, but to get to the chip, I think they're getting pieces.
Around the NFL.
And another
we'll start with a
superstar.
rematch of Super Bowl.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
I'll tell you. To bring in freaking MB, Greek, you gotta have the people. You gotta have the stars. I'm just saying, if people wanted to go there. I can't.
Thank you very much.
But suppose he does want to stay with the Knicks, and he says, "Yo, MB, come through."
Quarters of the NFL regular season are
because with Brunson, Brunson is the X factor. People want to play for Brunson. Add him, another shooter.
Skip through the end zone for a
touchdown. The more the merrier, man. That's all these plays. That's what's going. Knicks is trying to win a chip.
It's going to be interesting to see what.
So that's any super team is more than one basketball.
Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
No, I'm not just talking about Harden. 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 They got to bring in more weapons to get another player. That's all I'm saying. They don't got to just be Harden.
Struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
I'll do Paul George too.
Steps away to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside. The ball's receivers were extra time.
He can't shoot.
The connection
couldn't
be made on that throw.
Harden can shoot better than RJ.
This time they bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the 49ers punter now.
The Knicks,
second time.
But
he gets this away, for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back.
And I'm not gonna lie, IQ disappointed me in the playoffs.
Position game, such an
I don't want to give him no bread after that shit.
This offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance to
I'm not paying him when he actually
try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
You pay $100 million off the bench? Hell no.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence.
So you give IQ $100 million.
And that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40.
Off the bench?
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Off the play fake. Harrell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harrell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Harrell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I still get
a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going.
I love IQ, but I'm not paying him $100 million off the bench.
Nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm not paying IQ $100 million.
Because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And a quick throw.
I'll give IQ like 80, 100 mil off the bench.
At the 40-yard line.
That's a lot of money off the bench, B. There ain't no bench player getting that bread.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
All right. So let me ask you a question. If we're gonna give IQ $100 million, what's his expectations night in and night out?
Passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game.
No, I'm just saying, if we're going to pay him $100 million, what's his expectation going forward? Because some nights he'll give you 8 points, some nights he'll give you 20, some nights he'll give you 4. But he's not a starter. But he's not. So what would be considered, we overpaying this dude? Or under, when would you say that then? What's his ceiling? 80 and 100.
Down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about
pushing
the
pennies, 20.
Off
the bench, D?
They moved to a combined 33 yards. First and
not off the bench. That's what I'm saying. Not off the bench. Starter, yeah. If he's going to start, the market's going to dictate that.
A little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. Harrell flushed out right. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
IQ asks for 100. His agent is like, let's just swing away, see what happens, B.
And they will send this one away.
Right.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Lawrence on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's
that's different.
33 following a good pickup of 8.
To give me 8 points or 20.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for
Yeah, but some nights, every night though, D, every night. How many nights we seen? Yeah, exactly. I can't pay you $100 million to say, yo, just that's not true. I get it. Nah, I'm paying you $100 million. You gotta get it. Yo, D, what bench player's getting $100 million?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. Back now here.
He didn't like the.
It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter.
ID. You saw how bad IQ played this year in the playoffs. Imagine we'd have gave him $100 million. You'd have been fed. Like I paid you for this.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
But all right, but you wouldn't be fed if you saw IQ performance and you gave him $100 million. I'm not trying.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's
Yo, you keep saying you're gonna get. There's no guarantee. We don't know what's gonna happen. That could be his ceiling. You don't know that, but you do know you're paying that $100 million.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
I'm not. No. That's a different topic. I'm talking about paying him $100 million.
Up the middle they go. Stark, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs.
Yeah, I guess Seth Curry if he was available for $30 million. B.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stark, and a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I didn't say Joe Harris.
Now Lawrence to throw.
What's up?
Looking left sideline.
He could shoot his ass. He could shoot. 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 I give him that. He could shoot.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead goes back up. And the further there in the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. And he finds a man with a crossing route. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Okay, so how much you gonna pay Grimes when his contract's up? Because he's damn sure better than fucking IQ. What you gonna give him when Grimes' contract is up? What you gonna pay him? Because he's better than IQ. No, just answer. That what? How am I funny? Nigga, answer the question. Oh, now I'm funny now. Now I'm funny now.
In the AFC. We're including this week. 3 weeks remain in the regular season.
He was better than IQ when I said that too. What you talking about? How am I lying? I never said IQ. I never said IQ was better than Grimes. Never. I tell you who's better. I keep Grimes over IQ any day. Fuck what IQ doing. And you take it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So you taking Grimes on IQ right now. You taking Grimes on IQ.
Always unfortunate to see.
Nah, fuck that. I'm taking Grimes, B. I see. I'm good.
Step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
But that's but what? Oh, people could get. Oh, y'all hip? Nah, see, y'all hip. Oh, hold on. What about? What? Oh, but hold on. What about y'all? Y'all keep saying that people get better. So why I can't say Grimes is better than last year? You can't just say what I said last year. Players get better. Yes, he did. Yo, I'm still taking Grimes. I never say Grimes was better than IQ. Me, so am I. I watched every game too, and I'm still taking. Grimes was hurt a lot. Grimes was hurt a lot.
Third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game.
I didn't say that, nigga. I didn't say he had a better season. I watched, nigga. I can't pay for IQ for 6 men when y'all was laughing at me. What you talking about? Y'all was laughing at me when I said IQ 6 men of the year. Don't forget that. Not you, D. Not you. Dre was clowning me. Everybody was, yo, what IQ? Come on, so don't act like I wasn't on IQ.
Well, partner, coaches always say that
I said I would take.
To score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really
I think Grimes' upside. I think Grimes' upside is better. He's a better defender and he's a better shooter to me. I think his upside is better than IQ.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Harrell. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Shot here on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, Stark. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, start. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And the Knicks gave Drew #1 money. He got another team. He ain't gonna be the #1. So. Oh yeah, what he got 150, right? Oh, yeah, he didn't get 200. I thought he got 200. Nah, I thought Drew almost hit that. He had 150, right? 154, some shit. Yeah. He about 180. One. He's like 121. Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm not playing my last game. I already clinched. Bye. You got a Diablo one?